Did you know that deep in the heart of Texas, there's a festival where you can bet on armadillo races, eat rattlesnake sausage, and watch a watermelon explode, all in the same weekend? And that's just scratching the surface. If you thought Texas was all barbecue and rodeos, you're about to have your boots blown off. Hey y'all, welcome back to the Lone Star Plate, your home for everything weird, wild, and delicious about Texas. Today, we're strapping on our cowboy boots and taking a wild ride through Texas's most unique festivals. I'm talking celebrations so quirky, so full of flavor, and so jaw-dropping Texan, you'll be penciling these into your bucket list by the end of this video. Now, you might think you've seen it all. Maybe you've caught a county fair or two, or waved your hat in the air at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. But trust me, Texas has a festival for just about everything, and today we're rounding up the absolute best. From flying pigs to bathtub boat races, you're about to see that nobody does festivals like the Lone Star State. Stick around and discover the side of Texas you never knew existed. Let's wrangle up our list with some real Texas flavor. First stop, Luling, Texas, where the smell of watermelon lures folks from miles around every June to the Luling Watermelon Thump. It's not just any watermelon festival. Oh no. Here, they sling watermelons from catapults, pit seed spitters against each other for the distance crown, and auction off melons that go for hundreds of bucks. The highlight? The watermelon eating contest, of course. Ever seen someone demolish a whole melon in under a minute? It's messy, it's hilarious, and trust me, you haven't lived till you've had watermelon juice running down your arms in the Texas heat. Plus, the whole town gets in on the fun with a parade, carnival rides, and folk music that starts at sunup and goes on till the stars come out. Now, if you thought a fruit festival was wild, wait till we swing over to Sweetwater for the world-famous Rattlesnake Roundup. Every March, this West Texas town is taken over by snake handlers, barbecue lovers, and those brave or crazy enough to enter the rattlesnake eating contest. You heard me right, rattlesnake eating. This is the world's largest rattlesnake roundup. Folks demonstrate how to safely handle and milk venom from these slithery critters, and chefs turn them into tacos, sausages, and yep, even chili. It's part show, part education, and 100% Texas. But if you're craving something stranger, we've got to head down to San Antonio for the Fiesta Pooch Parade. Once a year, San Antonio's most fashionable pups strut their stuff in elaborate costumes. Think cowboy hats, tutus, capes, you name it. There's even a best look-alike contest for dogs and owners. The parade raises money for therapy dog programs, and you'll see more wagging tails and big Texas smiles than you thought possible. Now, to keep things rolling, let's drive east to the small town of Eastland. Every July, they celebrate Rip's Big Day, honoring old Rip, the legendary horned toad that was sealed in the courthouse cornerstone for 31 years and lived to tell the tale. There are frog races, an old Rip look-alike contest, and enough small-town charm to make your boots curl. It's a piece of Texas folklore brought to life, and like most Texas legends, maybe just a little bit stretched. Still with me? Because the next festival might just float your boat, literally. In Port O'Connor, Texas, they hold the famous Booms and Blooms Festival, but the real draw is the bathtub boat races. Folks actually build boats out of old bathtubs, decorate them with all kinds of wild stuff, giant rubber ducks, pirate flags, you name it, and race them down the canal. It's slapstick, it's spirited, and you'll never look at your shower the same way again. And then there's the Texas Sandfest in Port Aransas. the largest native sand sculpture contest in the USA. Teams of artists from all over the world come to carve massive castles, sea monsters, and abstract art out of pure Gulf Coast sand. The whole beach transforms into a wonderland, and watching these masterpieces rise up from the shore is nothing short of magical. Plus, you can chow down on shrimp tacos, listen to live country music, and let your feet sink into the sand. Feels about as close to paradise as you can get. Want something outlandish and historic? Let's talk about the annual Oatmeal Festival in, you guessed it, Oatmeal, Texas. For over 40 years, this little town, with a population that's barely triple digits, has celebrated all things oatmeal. There's an oatmeal cook-off, a wacky oatmeal box parade, and the traditional burning of the green chili oatmeal. It's quirky, wholesome, and you'll meet folks friendlier than your childhood neighbor. And y'all, I can't leave Austin off the list. The city's the beating heart of the Keep Austin Weird motto, and Eeyore's birthday party is proof of that. Every April, folks gather in Pease Park, dressed in wild costumes, dancing to drum circles, and celebrating the classic Winnie the Pooh character. There's face painting, maypoles, and bubble machines. It's part hippie celebration, part children's story time, all Austin. But just when you think you've seen it all, let me drop one last Texas-sized twist. Every September in Nederland, folks gather for the Texas Frog Fest, where the main event is, you guessed it, frog jumping championships. Contestants parade their amphibious athletes in front of cheering crowds, hoping their hopper takes home top prize. And yes, there's plenty of Cajun-style frog legs on the menu too. So why do Texans love their festivals so much? Maybe it's because, in a state this big, you need more than rodeos and barbecues to stand out. These festivals are about celebrating the unexpected, turning small towns into legends, and finding joy in the offbeat. Which of these quirky Texas festivals would you want to see for yourself? Or maybe you've got a favorite festival that didn't make the list. Drop your stories in the comments below. I love hearing about hidden gems from fellow Texans and folks who just wish they could get here. If you got a kick out of these wild festivals, go ahead and give that like button a little Texas-sized tap. Don't forget to subscribe to the Lone Star Plate for more tasty adventures, offbeat travel, and everything that makes Texas the most colorful state in the Union. Hit that bell so you never miss a slice. Y'all, Texas isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. Until next time, keep your heart big, your boots muddy, and your plate piled high. Thanks for riding along with me on the Lone Star Plate. Stay weird, Texas.